Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a tutorial over how to curl your hair with a straightener. I know a lot of people already know how to do this, but I'm just starting off with basic stuff and then we can get more complicated as I do more videos. So this is not on, but basically what I'm going to show you is the way to actually position the angle. So first gonna tie up my hair just to give you an idea. And you're always gonna wanna start off with some kind of heat tamer spray. This is the one I have. It's by Tresemme Thermal Creations Heat Tamer Spray. Minimizes heat damage. So I spray this in my hair first. I'll do that whenever I actually get started. But what you're gonna wanna do is section your hair out and take out all your tangles like that. And you're gonna take your straightener, and what you're gonna do is start off from the top. So if you have like super frizzy hair like mine, what I usually like to do is kind of straighten the top like this, and then I'm going to turn it where it's away from my face. If you turn it this way, which is toward your face, the curls are gonna go in. If you turn it outwards, the curls would go out. So what you're gonna do is straighten first, okay? And then turn it away. And then all you do is just pull down. And then when it let go, you'll have this little curl. Of course, mine's not on yet. But once it curls, you're just gonna kind of twist it, and then the curl will stay. So if you want to spray it with hairspray, you can to kind of set it if you have hard to hold curls, but mine usually does what I want it to do, so I got blessed in that. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. I also have this hot rollers. This is by Conair. It's the one with the black and purple, and they have like little clips. This is what I'm gonna use for the volume, and this is gonna make a big difference when it comes to curling your hair and having volume at the top. Okay, so my straightener is ready. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my hair and then brush it out. Get all them tangles out. When you brush hair like mine, it turns into this big old fluff ball. But since I kind of wet it with that thermal spray, it's not doing it. All right, so gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna take a thinner section so I can get that curl in there. Straighten the top, stop midway, turn away from your face, and go down. As you can see, when you curl it like that, you've got this little curl like that. So, same thing, straighten this, and then twist away, and pull down, and then twist. This is major key that you twist it with your finger so you can see that curl. My straightener is not hot enough yet, so, but you get the idea. So, and usually the bottom part I don't really care about because it's the one that no one really sees. So I'm okay with not that much, but yeah. All right, so now this one we're gonna do away from our face again. So this time we're gonna twist it toward the right or your left. Twist away and pull down. Straighten, twist away, pull down, and curl. So let me grab this section. Trying to do this by looking at the camera. Twist away, pull down. So I got a little excited and didn't wait for my straightener to turn on, so let's try this again. Okay, so I'm gonna redo this side. I kind of already did this side. You can see how it got curlier because my straightener was hotter. So I'm just gonna redo this because now my straightener is actually hot. And here we go. Twist away and pull down. Okay, this piece was not in there. There we go. I'll redo this piece, twist away, pull down, let go, grab it, wherever that was. Okay, so move that out the way, grab another section, and this one you'll probably be able to see because all the hair is not all piled together. Pull down, twist, and pull all the way down. Okay. Bottom hair, guys, bottom hair. It's okay. This takes some time and practice. So even me who has done this for years still have issues. Okay. And you can see that curl. See? It works, I'm telling you. I just having some technical issues. All right, so I'm gonna do my next section and I'll just fast forward through this. But I think you guys get the idea. It's pretty simple, just away from the face, twist it, pull down, and bam. Okay. So one of my suggestions is the thickness of the hair that you're grabbing, make sure it's not bigger than the actual thickness of or the width of the straightener. I feel like it is better when you actually use smaller sections, because if you have too much hair that's going in, the straightener won't actually grab it. So just a suggestion. So this one's a little smaller, but it was part of that thicker section. And you can see, like, it falls out. And then just go through the ones that you have to do. I do hair and makeup all the time. You can never get it perfect, guys. It all takes practice, and even when you get so much practice in, doesn't mean you're gonna be perfect at it. But that's okay. It's all about trial and error and patience. Patience is a huge thing. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys where to stop. This is gonna be the crown area. Let me see if I can show y'all. So you wanna be able to see right here. I'd say kind of like mid-temple area, and just kind of grab a section all the way around like that. I know it's not even. Oh. Like that. I know it's not even, but that's okay because this is where we're gonna add our volume. And we go in with the rollers, but I wanna straighten it out first and just kind of the top, and then we'll go in with the rollers. But this is pretty much what the curls look like. So you guys get an idea of what the curls look like. If you see any strays, little random straight pieces, go through and get these to look the way that you want it to look. It doesn't have to look like mine. Wherever you start your curl, that's where the curl is gonna start. If you start at the very top, you have curls from the top. If you start in the middle, you're gonna have curls from the middle. So it'll be straight to curly. So I kind of did mine in the middle, so you can see here is more straight, and then the bottom is more, that's where the curls are at. So I'm just gonna fix these little pieces real quick, and then I'll show you how to use the rollers. But this is what the curls look like. Let me fix these. I'll be right back. So just a tip, a way to check to see if you got all them curls is just tilt your head and do this. And if there's any spots that you see like, oh, this is a stray, just grab that piece and do it. But I think I'm pretty happy with mine, the way they look. Okay, there's one right there. And I can do that one. But that's usually how I can find whenever I have strays. Oh, I guess it's okay. Not bad. Just curl it up like that. And then look on the other side, tilt your head, see if there's anywhere you have strays. I think I'm good. So, on to the next section. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna tie this back, what I just did, so we can separate it from the crown area. So, first I'm gonna straighten it out because my hair gets really frizzy at the top. Well, it's frizzy everywhere, but straighten first, and then I'll get into the iron, or the rollers. Now hear that? It's tangly. I cannot brush my hair because when you have wavy curly hair and you brush it out, it's disgusting. So, if you're gonna leave it natural, don't brush it, which I have been trying to do. So I'm just gonna straighten. You guys, I'm pretty sure all know how to straighten. Start from the root, go down to where you want to do it. And then I'll just do the ends just real quick. I just don't want it to be frizzy, so I'll just do that section like that. And then, for the main part of the straightening I want is at the top, because when you use your rollers, they're not going to affect the top of your curls, it's just going to affect the bottom. So if you straighten it too much, the rollers won't hold the curl. So, since it's not going to hold here, that's why I'm going to do more straightening up here, and then just a quick run through the bottom. So it kind of gets away that frizz. And last section, straighten, and then quick run through. Done. Okay, now your hair is prepped for the curlers. I'm gonna run through the rest of these real quick, and I'll show you how to use the rollers. start working on it, I'm gonna use this S Factor. It's a flat iron shine spray, so this is gonna kind of help with it not looking so dead. And I'm just gonna apply it to my tips because that's usually where it looks the most driest. And I'm just doing small squirts because if you put too much, it can kind of look oily. And since this is the main focus of your hair, you're not gonna want it to look like it's a bunch of oil. And do not touch it on your bangs because then you're just gonna have greasy twigs on the side of your face. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit there because my hair is super dry. All right, and it's also a flat iron spray, so it helps with the heat. It also adds some shine. So my curlers are on, my hot rollers. And so what I'm gonna do first is now I'm gonna section just the top because this is where I'm gonna want the most amount of volume. So I'm just taking just the top, you know, you can kind of count, see where it's at. My main focus is right here because when that volume hits, I want it high. So I want this main area to be the one that I have the most volume. And the rest of the areas, you just want to make it kind of look even. So that's why I'm going to do those parts. So basically, I don't know how this came out. What I'm gonna do is, so these rollers, they're really hard to hold, but I really like them because of the way that they look. So what I'm gonna do is, you can't really take like huge sections, so I like to start off with my front sections first because this is where the look is focused on. So I'm not gonna take that much, maybe a little bit more. So I'll probably take about this much. You can see, as long as it just kind of fits over the barrel. And before I do that, I'm gonna get some hairspray. This is just Tresemme Extra Hold hairspray. Any hairspray works fine. No biggie because I'm not using it for anything special. It's just to help with my teasing and get my volume. So what you're gonna wanna do, you pull up your hair like this, right? And you're gonna spray it on right where you were going to be teasing and getting that volume. That lift comes from the root. So I'm gonna kind of spray it on the root and also on the tip because the tip is where I want the curl to hold. I'm gonna take my brush or my comb, my teasing comb, and make sure you lift your hair. If you do this, the volume is only gonna be this high. If you do this, the volume can be even higher. So based on how much volume you want, that's where you're going to start teasing. And make sure you always do it on the inside and not the top because you can see your little rat's nest there. So underneath, and I'm going to just comb, comb, comb. And you do this until you get about as much of the volume that you're needing. And usually you can tell because when you comb down on it, it kind of stops because that's where your volume is starting to lift. So mine stops about here, so that's kind of where I want it. Now I'm going to take my roller and hold it out, not in, because when you end it, it's going to stop here. So you got to start from holding it out and then lifting it up as you roll into it. And make sure all your hair is inside. There's probably gonna be some out depending on how much thickness of the hair you've taken. And then they come with these little, I don't even know what this is called. And I'm just going to clip that in like that and let it stay. These aren't that tight, but it works and I like it. You don't have to go out and buy it, get anything you want, it doesn't matter. And now I'm gonna start with my next section. And I'm probably gonna do this a little bit smaller because this is gonna have some volume too. And lift up your hair. All right, you can see. Spray the roots, spray the end, grab your teasing comb, hold it up, and be on the inside, okay? And comb, comb, comb. You gotta start from the bottom and then slowly go up, because if you start from the top, then it's not gonna hold at the root. You need to be able to hold it at the root. And then just tease it as much as you want. I think mine is good. Grab my, this purple one is a smaller one. There's some black ones that are a little bit bigger. I usually do that at like this part of my hair. Grab a thingy and slide it in. Bam. Okay? Alright, so I got the first half done, looking so nice and so fresh. Okay. So the thing is, I actually only have, I've had this thing for like 10 years, if not more, and I lost some of these pieces, so I can't do all of them. I don't think I'll be able to do the rest of them with just 4, but I'm gonna try. So what I'm gonna have to do is, once one of these have cooled down, I'm gonna have to go back and do the pieces that are missing. So I'll just kind of fast forward through it, but I'll come back and some of my hair will probably be down. So I'm just gonna show you though, with the big pieces that I have now. So this is all in. Gonna take this section out. Okay, and we're gonna start from the back. So this type of pieces that you've been picking up for the purple ones, we're gonna do very similar to that for the black, but the black is a little bit bigger, but so that means your curls are not, it's gonna be more of a straight wave look rather than a curl. So I'm gonna take this much, and this is my main part where I want volume, because when you get that volume here, you can spread it out. The rest of the hair is just gonna lay perfectly. So this is my main focus. And maybe the next section, same thing, spray it at your roots, spray it at the ends. Grab your thingy and tease away. Make sure you have enough of that teasing on the root before you start moving up. And then when you start feeling resistance, start moving up, move up, 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 up. And I live in Texas. Big hair is very common. I love big hair. Everything is big in Texas. All right, so same thing. You're gonna have to leave your hand up like this. Do not put it down, because when you're up here is when that barrel can really do its job. Start rolling and then let it sit from where it ends. And this one is it's a black color, so you know which one fits. And I'm going to clamp that in. All right, next section. Do the same thing. And so the way that I parted it, it's gonna have some side pieces, which I think that's what I'm gonna save for later. So this piece I'm going to save for later, and then I wanna make sure that it's within my part, the way that I'm gonna leave my part. And then this piece I'm going to separate. so that I have this, and I just need to make sure that my part is in there. Yeah, it should be. All right, so then I have all this hair, so we can't use that much. So I'm gonna split it again. All right, so I got my next piece. I know this looks so crazy, y'all, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. The more you section it out, the better your hair is gonna look. If you start doing everything in clumps and kind of do it the lazy way, it's not gonna look that great. But hey, whatever works for you, do it. If you don't like the teasing, don't do the teasing. If you want, just put that hairspray in that root area, put the roller in, and it should still give you volume, just not the kind of volume that I like. So, a volume I like big. Okay, so I got my teas in. Grab my black roller, twist it in, roll it down, then clamp. All right, and so for my part, I'm gonna have that as its own section because whatever my part is doing is gonna be different from what the rest of my hair is doing. So I wanna focus on that piece there. Okay. So you can kind of see, this is probably gonna be my bang section. You can see it's kind of like longer and shorter. That's okay. This piece I don't care to spray because I want it to look very natural-ish, and I don't want it to be too big of a wave, so I'm gonna use one of these. And the way I'm gonna do this is kind of like how you did with the straightener where you're away from your face. That's kind of what I'm wanting to do. So I'm rolling it. You see how my roller is tilted this way. It's not like this, it's not like this. You want it to fall this way, okay? And then I'm just gonna roll up. I have some small pieces that are not working, but that's fine. You can always fix your hair when you're done. And my last purple one, I'm just gonna put that, oh, let's try this. Ah! Okay, well, the purple one's gone. Gotta let that one heat up. Okay, we're gonna try that again. Take my piece. Yeah, my scream is retarded, y'all. Don't ever try to scare me unless you want to hear that again. I sound like a man. See, you look like a man. Okay, we'll do that again. And I'm gonna start a little higher because my bangs are a little bit shorter. I just got it cut recently, so I'm not used to it being that short. But yes, nice and tight. All right, nice and tight. Gonna put this in, hold it there. Cool. So now all I've left is these pieces which require volume. So I'm gonna do the same thing, but I only have one left and I have two sections, maybe three. So I'm gonna have to wait. Well, let me just do this one first. So I think I'll probably do this side. Since my hair parts this way, I want the volume a lot on this side. Yeah, I think that's a good piece. Spray, spray. Tease. And as that hairspray kind of dries in there, it really helps that teasing. So if you have the patience, wait. If you don't, like me, just start at it. It's not like this is healthy for your hair because we're doing heat, so If you're gonna ruin it, ruin it. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Don't unsubscribe. Please don't unsubscribe. And like my video. Thanks. Alright. Got my next black one. Aim it up. You see that little piece hanging out? So let's make sure that's tucked in there. Roll it, roll it, roll it. And done. Ooh, this is actually the tightest I've ever gotten it. Usually they be falling out. I'm like, man, come on. Show my YouTube video. Alright. Hey, that's the bangs that I'm talking about. Like, hey, what you want? What you want? Okay. So I don't have any more little clamp things, so I'm just gonna wait for these to cool down and then use one of those cool down ones to do these two. And then I'll come back when I start undoing them. What is going on here? Okay. All right, we can fix this. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm doing this on YouTube. All right, see you a little bit. All right, so it's kind of cooled down a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and take one of the cooler ones, one of the first few that I did, and take it out so I can have my clamp. I know this is ghetto, y'all, but this is real life, okay? This is real life. All right, so probably gonna need 2 at least, so I'll leave this one. Yeah, I'll take this one out. This one's cool. Okay. There we go. Still gonna have to work on whatever's going on over here, but I'm done. Yeah, so as you saw me take these out, so basically the way that I want this to look is pretty much use a curler just to give me that lift. It's not really to give me a curl. If you wanted a curl, you have to use small sections, but the sections that I was using was just for me to get that volume. So it's pretty much the thickness of this is how much volume you're gonna get. You're not gonna get this much, obviously. It's probably gonna be about right here. And then when you take them out, it's gonna look like a bunch of gaps in the middle, and I can show you how to clean that up. But this is kind of what I'm wanting. I don't want it to be curls. I just want it to give me that root lift and then also have some wave in it so it doesn't look like it's straight while the rest of this stuff is curled. So we'll wait for these last ones to cool down and I'll be back. All right, y'all. I think I left this thing on for way too long, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Let me get some hairspray, spray it down, and start pulling them off. There we go. All right. Key is to just let it drop. Sometimes if you want it to twist, you can twist it, but it'll twist. I mean, sometimes I twist it whenever it's like kind of stuck in the little roller. Otherwise, if it drops, see, like that, so then I'll just go in the direction that it's at. Okay. Let's just get them out first.
Cooking soul, cooking soul.
is, besides my bangs, this top one. And for this one, you want to just grab like this and let it roll between your fingers. Because if you yank on it, it's yanking on that volume. This actually did come out earlier. I had to re-roll it, but okay. Oh my goodness, this is not the end, guys. All right, so what I'm gonna do with that part that I put, the part that I put the most volume on, I'm gonna start separating it out. So all you gotta do is just lift and slowly undo it. Okay. And this one's going in. Alright. So you see how big it is? Yes. Oh yes. Alright. There we go. And if your rat's nest kind of comes out, this little comb or either of these, you can use them to just kind of comb to make sure that the top hair is coming up and covering over that nest. And then use your little pointer thing and just kind of lift it up like that. So push down to make it even, and when that falls, push back up. Make sense? So I put a white jacket on so y'all can kind of see what the end results look like. And I think I like it. What do y'all think? Would y'all do this? My hair is not long, but I recently just cut it. And I think I'm gonna need some more shine. So, just a little bit more shine. I just waved it into the spray. Let's go off, yeah. Let that calm down a little bit. Okay. So this is the final look. What do y'all think? Would you do it? I don't want to be creating YouTube videos that you guys aren't gonna do. So if you're gonna do it, maybe for a special occasion, let me know. Send me your pictures of what yours turned out to look like or how you liked it. Also, if you like this look that I did for my makeup. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. If you want me to do some other tutorials for hair, let me know. Or if you have any other suggestions, if you end up doing it, send me a link, subscribe, like, comment, whatever. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys and for the support.